The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go, dude. He's coming.
General West.
He's coming. Double up. Switch.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Slam.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down now, it's Edwards. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Complete to Bryant. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live foot. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Hey, alert 33. 6-6, bullet hot. Watch out.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and come.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. It's a party now. It's a party now.
On second down, it's Edwards. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shot. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Let's go.
Mayfield down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end, and he goes out right around the 39.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Ravens.
Set, ready, fit with the flash. Check, 53's mine.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. Pushes him over. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
51, Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Let's go one more.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jackson on first down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mayfield on play action. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Pernell McPhee. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now Mayfield up. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Let's go.
Again, it's Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A carry here for the big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Incomplete. It's a gain of 10.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Larry Ogunjobi. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
And it's 3rd
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check. Fresno.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Bryant has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Dez Bryant with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
They're running it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Browns 1st down.
Even territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. First down, Mayfield. Now he's flushed out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get a score closer. Mayfield now. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Got it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, let's go.
A give for Edwards running right. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that there's still
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
152 fighter.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for their strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
I'm going back to you.
They'll run on 1st down. Edwards. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Check 25.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They run once more with Edwards. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Ravens, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.